How's it going, everybody? I'm Sam Lee, and welcome to Gaming Instincts. Newcomers in Super Smash Bros. Have always been a highly debated topic. Since the early days of Smash and gaming forums, countless players have always tossed their opinions at each other regarding who or what could and should make it into Smash. In those early days, the character qualifying lines weren't as clearly drawn, with discussions ranging from video game characters to pop culture icons such as Goku, Wolverine, or even James Bond. The debates were outlandish, but all held in good fun. It was only after Brawl and Smash 4 where the character conditions became much clearer. Potential newcomers had to originate from video games. With that qualifier firmly settled, a new debate sparked. Which video game characters were allowed? Given that Smash Bros. Started off as a Nintendo All-Star platform fighter, Nintendo characters being present was obvious as day. It was when the development team started adding special guests such as Metal Gear Solid Snake and Sega Sonic the Hedgehog where the lines became blurry once more. Even more debates were held, discussing whether this company's character would work or whether this rated game's character would be allowed. Game director Masahiro Sakurai touched base on the sort of factors that go into implementing characters in an interview, and the areas that needed more policing, especially when considering national games rating boards and the target demographic age of the audience. With a good chunk of Smash's fanbase being primarily younger individuals, appropriate measures had to be taken to keep the game clean and passable by ratings board standards, and that applied to the character roster as well. The newest Smash guest doesn't break any of those rules. In fact, Minecraft Steve and Alex might be one of the most child-friendly and clean characters Smash has ever received, on top of being memorable and iconic. The response for him was so huge, it momentarily broke Twitter. The reception to Steve was mostly positive, with many stating their excitement and love for Steve finally arriving in Smash. Yet, there was also a sizable outcry rallying against Steve, whether it be his appeal, aesthetic, moveset, etc. It was a moment that harkened back to the early dark days of guest discussion. Now that the internet's ire has simmered somewhat, it's time to consider the titular question. Minecraft Steve, yay or nay? What's immediately noticeable about Steve is his aesthetic. He looks like he's been pulled straight out of survival mode and thrust into Smash's hectic battle royale, tools of his trade in hand. Unlike many other characters whose art and flair were tailored to fit Ultimate, Steve looks identical to his crafting counterpart. He's blocky, stiff, lacks shading, and has simple animations, just like how one would expect when seeing him in Minecraft. It clashes so much with other characters, many on the internet say that seeing Steve next to other Smash characters looks like bad Photoshop. This clash of design can be also applied to Steve's moveset, which screams programming nightmare. Though this can be applied to what Character Pack Volume 2 is shaping up to be. Steve treads a fine balance between playing a fighting game and a resource-gathering micromanagement simulation. Huh, how familiar. While fighting on stage, Steve must mine resources from the stage itself to bolster his moves and arsenal, all of which use materials he collects. Like Minecraft, all of Steve's equipment has limited durability and must be refurbished or replaced after prolonged use. On top of this, the resources he gathers are varied, which lead to different types of equipment he can craft, each boasting different strengths and weaknesses. If that wasn't enough, unlike Smash Bros., Steve can also build on stage. Well, somewhat. He wouldn't be Minecraft Steve if he couldn't. When in mid-air, if the player presses B, Steve will place a block below him, allowing him to stack further blocks or build horizontally across like he can in his home games, leading to insane, mind-boggling plays. He can also place blocks off stage, albeit in a limited manner, to get cheeky and utterly devious edge guards the likes of which Smash players have yet to see. These moves require materials too, and have to be carefully managed to be executed effectively. All of this has led many to see Steve's playstyle to be antithetical to Ultimate's flow, not meshing with the idea that Smash is ultimately a fighting game, not whatever Steve's trying to do on stage, prompting backlash against Steve's implementation into Smash. However, to disqualify Steve merely on the grounds of his tricky moveset, his clashing art aesthetic, or his oddball nature would be a disservice to the character and the legacy he carries. When Smash first started, it seemed to be a celebration of Nintendo's most iconic games and characters. Even niche characters such as F-Zero's Captain Falcon or then unknown Fire Emblem's Marth enjoyed a great deal of time in the limelight. As the series progressed, more and more characters began to fill the roster. Brawl and Smash 4 can shoulder a lot of the foundational blame for housing special guest characters that exceeded many fans' expectations and hyping players up for the future of the series. Characters such as Sonic, Cloud, Snake, or Bayonetta blew players' minds when they were revealed, as they should. These characters were some of the best the industry had to offer and were icons in their own right. With Ultimate adding every character in the series, on top of fantastic newcomers onto its roster, it has made it clear that Smash is no longer just about Nintendo, Sega, Square Enix, or what have you in other companies. It's a love letter to video games as a whole. The sheer amount of guest characters and cameos in Ultimate is spectacular. No other game would feature Virtual Fighter's Akira alongside the titular Bomberman and Monster on his Rathalos in the same manner that Smash has done. Not to mention, Sans from Undertale. It's a fever dream that should not have been possible come true. So, when the iconic character of the best-selling video game of all time, a game that has dominated the internet and world for over a decade, joins Smash, is that a surprise? No. It should have happened much sooner. Just think about what sort of doors Steve opens for the future newcomers. The possibilities now are near limitless. Just like old times. Minecraft Steve gets a resounding yay in our book. This has been Gaming Instincts. If you like what you saw, be sure to check out our website and subscribe to not miss out on upcoming content on all things gaming. What are your guys' thoughts on Steve joining Smash? Yay or nay? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And also guys, we are now live on Trovo, a new awesome streaming platform where you can catch us every day starting at 1 p.m. EST for 8 to 12 hours of streaming goodness. You can find us at trovo.live/gaminginstincts. So come join us. It'll be a blast. Thanks for watching. Until next time.